you could kill somebody if they're allergic to it or something. All right, course description, there's your hours. It's not as long a course, it's only a 2-hour course, but there is 42 hours of theory, and skills lab, there's only about 3. So not much skills lab for that. Again, there's your course people that are on it. I will tell you for farm, Miss Morrow, Miss Mazel, Miss McIndoe, and Miss Keener are the main ones that are going to be lecturing in farm. Miss Roshan, Miss Murdoch, and me, and myself, we don't lecture for farm right now unless somebody's sick. Then I can step in and we can all do it. All right. Let's see here. Okay, grades are the same. To make a C, which means continue or commencement, you have to have a 77, okay? You have quizzes. You don't have any quizzes. You don't have any really extra points. And we'll talk about those extra points in a minute. We do take attendance for farm as well. You have 4 exams for farm, of which you see those listed on your calendar and here. So a total of 5, 4 regular exams, and then a comprehensive final. All those rules we talked about regarding taking an extra, if you miss an exam, hold true. And then comprehensive, these are worth 70 points apiece. So it's a shorter course, so it's a shorter number of questions per exam. Medication information data sheets, the closer you get to needing to do that, we'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm going to be giving you a notebook. I'm going to be giving you some sheets. It's exactly like what you're going to fill out when you start giving meds, and you do get 30 points for those. So there's your total. And then skills lab mainly is about how to take things out of the Pyxis and how to do that. That's your skills lab. So it's a very brief one. When it says Pyxis review and that sort of thing, that's there. For farm, mainly all you're going to use is this Corn Belt book, which is your dosage count book, and your key book, and that's your pharmacology. You might use the fundamentals of nursing, but very, very little of it if you do. All right? And you don't really have to have anything for Course Point Plus on that, though you can use it. Again, listing all of your lectures and what chapters they are for each one of those. So you'll know when you come on Friday that you'll have this first lecture about terms, times of preparation, or maybe tomorrow. No, it's Friday. Thank you, Bill. No, you're not. My bad. All right. Exams, what's on each exam is there, page 3.7. Again, the faculty and their email addresses. Briefly, there's your skills lab for that, because it is very, very small. What I do want to talk about is you have some little exams when you go to take your Pyxis, and you have to make 100% on that. Now that's just a really like a 10-question exam, and you get the answers to all that. So it's a very easy, it's kind of almost like taking that infection control thing earlier. You have another little exam called the 10 rights and 3 checks, and again, that's a simple little check, 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 and fill in the blank. And you'll learn more about that later. The other thing I do want to talk is called a dosage count exam, and you will see them spread throughout your calendar. It'll say dosage exam 1, dosage exam 2. You see I have 4 different spots here. It is like your medication terminology. If you pass it with 90%, let me look, I don't want to lie to you. I think it's 90. Pardon? It is, okay. If you pass with 90% your first time, now I would highly suggest you try to do that, because again, one and done. All right, so you take it the first time. If you pass it with 90% the first time, You don't have to take 2, 3, or 4. So if you see where it says dosage exam number 2 if needed, number 3 if needed, number 4 if needed on your calendar, guess what that means? You don't have to come that time, okay? How many of you are going to pass the first time? About half. Usually it's about half. It kind of halves all the way down. If you do not pass it, guess what that means? You don't pass the course. Yeah, so you gotta pass it. You have to pass it. All right? I know. Sounds horrible. It is. Skills lab, this is again is given medications, the 3 checks you have to do. That skills lab's really, really small. Fixes, yes, here's dosage count on page 5.3. Achieve a score of 90% or greater on one dosage count exam within 4 attempts. Okay, 90%. Now those have to be graded by hand, so those take a while to grade them. The rest of the time we use a little bubble sheet thing for taking exams. But for your dosage count exam, for the midterm exam, we don't have bubble sheets, so you'll have to figure it out and show your work. These are the things that will be covered on the exam. Even though you're one and done with this, just know on the final for farm, there will be some dosage calculation questions on there, because we don't want you to just put it here and take the test and go, whoop, it's out. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that with anything in nursing school. Maybe just shove it aside, but don't just drop everything you learn, because you're going to, everything we do builds on for the next semester, okay? So there's dosage count. So 90%, one and done, you don't have to take it anymore. Medication data sheets, I'm going to have those for you later, and you'll get a calendar of when they're due. There's quite a few of them. There's about 60. So it's about 60 pages, but they're, very brief. You don't have to write a big dissertation on them, and I'll actually give you an example of one, and I'll get those to you a little bit later. Skills lab, there's the universal steps again, who to see for what, it's all the same. That's basically all. So farm's a little bit easier because we've gone over a lot of that already. What else? Let's see. Y'all know where I'm located. Did I can tell you where I am? I'm on hallway C, which means crazy. Okay? Miss Manning's a little different. Prouder? You thought that was supposed to be I am a little bit crazy. I try to make lecture fun. What can I tell you? I will tell you, yes, I did graduate from this program. My picture's on the wall. My name was not Manning at the time. That was my ex-husband's name that I had then. Keyword X. Let's see. I love the Razorbacks. Every Friday I wear red. I'm a big Hog fan. My car is red. I have a red tag on it that says Razorback. Did I even go to U of A Fayetteville? No, I did not. I went to UCA. But I love my Bears too, so I go to a lot of the Bears games. So you may see me at a Bears game, you'll see me at a Hog game. I have grandchildren that are some of your ages. Yeah, I look pretty good. I preserve pretty good. I haven't had any work done yet, though. I graduated from here, I'll just tell you, in 1981. So I've been a nurse 35 years. I love being a nurse. That's why I came to teach. I worked at Baptist in North Little Rock for 30 years. I've only been here about 5. Almost anybody that worked at Baptist North Little Rock knows me. I would like to say I worked there for 30 years. That's my home. I grew up there. I still love it. I miss the people there a whole lot. I'm a hospital nurse. I love working with those patients, and the reason I came here, the hours are better. And I don't have to go to work when it snows. And I really want to give you my love of nursing for you to take it, because I'm thinking, I've taken care of thousands of patients. And what you do as a nurse makes a difference every day. I really do think nursing is a calling. I think you're called to be a nurse, and it's like being called to be a minister, because what we're doing is God's hands, y'all. We're touching patients, and what you will do, you will save some lives, and you'll hold hands as people die. And it's a hard job. Guys, it's hard. If you're getting into this thinking it's pretty like on Grey's Anatomy, it is not. It is one of the hardest jobs you will ever do. It is hard mentally, it is hard physically. There's going to be lots of days you will go home crying. I don't know how many times I've sat and cried with patients. There's lots of days you'll go home laughing because you'll think you put what where? Excuse me? People do some weird things, I'm just going to say. They put things in orifices that should not go there. And y'all can catch my drift. There's a reason I don't work in ER. You know, I want to pass on my love because I want y'all to take good care of me. Because I'm going to be on that other end one of these days. Maybe not. I want to have the big one listed to go. But, you know, I want to pass that love on to y'all, and I can really, in essence, take care of tens of thousands of patients if I pass my love on to you. And then you can be my hands instead. So that's kind of my whole goal, is to make you what I call a safe practitioner of care. Because what we teach you is what we want you, like, we're going to think about, we're laying there in the bed and we kind of come to and we look up and see your face. We want to go, oh, praise God, it's him or her. And we don't want to go, oh, God, it's them. You know, so we want to have that praise God moment instead of the, oh, God moment instead. But again, anytime my door is open, you can come in my office. You can cry, you can cuss, please don't spit, but you can come and you can cry and you can cuss in my office, it's safe. I'm a little bit of a cusser, I have to be being a cusser, and so I have to catch myself. But please, if I can help you in any way, please let me know. And you're getting out here a little early, maybe the weather's better than it was when we got here. So what time do you got to be here tomorrow? 9? All right. Enjoy your afternoon.
Yeah, I thought I heard that you're going to be PA. Are we not I know. No, we can't even together. Come on, Hannah, nope. I've seen a bunch of people in my micro, but I don't want to make friends with me.
Just send, if you'll send me an email with your name, so I know this.
There's, well, from like our group, but there was like 2 groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you send an email already?
And they're on, I've seen a couple of the girls.
Yeah.
But there was a know-it-all stuff.
If you'll send me an email, tell me Okay, send me an email.
I'll do the same time.
Okay, all right, yeah, he has specific. Yeah. Yeah, email me. You need to change that email, because I won't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, don't have to come with me in my office, I have to give you that copy, yes. You know what, I saw that too, I don't know. You know, I would have thought they'd been here today. Check at the receptionist office.
Okay.
You know where the receptionist is up front? Okay, all right, check with them.
Okay, thank you.
There's nothing Friday, there's no test Friday.
Okay, I was
There's a test for medical terms a week from Friday,
right.
but there's no test this week.
Okay, I was thinking, okay.
No. That's just a class on dosage count.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Don't
All
be
right.
fretting, don't be sweating yet.
Oh, no, I was already freaking out.
In this class here at 1 o'clock. Yes, sir. All right, you're going to see me. Let me make sure we got everything. Let me turn this thing off right here. Recording. I started bringing it with me.
Oh, so I tried to go by your office earlier, but the hallway looks